Ever had someone who just sticks in your mind, no matter how much time passes or how hard you try to move on, their memory lingers like a song you can't stop humming? That's exactly what Alex Warren and Rosé capture in On My Mind, a bittersweet anthem for anyone who's ever been caught between letting go and holding on. This song isn't just about missing someone. It's about the quiet battles we fight with our own thoughts. The way little things like a yellow sky or an old memory can pull you right back to a person you thought you'd forgotten. Whether you're over someone, trying to get there, or just stuck in that messy in between, there's something here that'll hit home. So hit play and let's break down why this track resonates so deeply. Because sometimes the best way to move forward is to first admit what or who you're still carrying with you. In the first verse, Alex Warren and Rosé paint a picture of someone hiding deep feelings for a person they can't seem to forget. The opening line, hidden underneath the floor, suggests secrecy, like there's something buried, maybe emotions or memories that aren't meant to be seen or acknowledged. It's a metaphor for repression, as if the speaker is trying to keep these feelings out of sight, tucked away where no one, not even themselves, can easily find them. The next line, in the attic of my dreams, there's somebody I adore, adds another layer to this idea. An attic is a place where we store old things, sometimes forgotten, sometimes cherished. By placing this person in the attic of dreams, the speaker implies that this is someone they think about in private, in the quiet, maybe even subconscious parts of their mind. The word adore is strong. It's not just a crush or a passing thought, but deep affection that lingers. Then comes the conflict. I could smile, I could lie, say, I never think about you at all, most of the time. Here, the speaker admits to pretending they don't care. They could lie and act like this person doesn't cross their mind, but the phrase, most of the time, gives it away. It's a half truth. They do think about this person, just not all the time. This line captures the struggle of wanting to move on but failing, of putting on a brave face while still holding on to feelings inside. Overall, this verse sets up the theme of the song, longing and denial. The speaker is caught between burying their emotions and admitting they still matter, making it relatable for anyone who's ever tried and failed to forget someone special. The chorus dives into the confusing, almost poetic nature of longing. Why does this person keep haunting the speaker's thoughts? The opening lines, maybe it's the way the clouds are painted. A perfect shade of yellow all across the sky suggests that even the simplest, most beautiful things in life somehow remind them of the person they can't forget. The imagery here is vivid. Yellow skies often symbolize warmth, nostalgia, or even a dreamlike state. It's as if the world itself is conspiring to bring this person to mind, turning everyday beauty into a trigger for memories. Then, the lyrics shift to something more restless. Maybe it's the way the times are changing, and I'm stuck in the middle, frozen in a fire. This is where the emotional conflict really hits. The speaker feels caught between moving forward and being unable to let go. Frozen in a fire is a powerful contradiction. Fire is chaotic and consuming, while being frozen implies paralysis. Together, they create this sense of being trapped in intense emotion, unable to move on even as everything around them shifts. It's that frustrating feeling of being stuck in your own feelings while life moves on without you. Finally, the chorus lands on the raw, unavoidable truth. But baby, you're on my mind. No matter what excuses or explanations the speaker tries to come up with, the sky, the changing times, the reality is simple. This person lingers in their thoughts. The word baby adds intimacy, like they're talking directly to the person, even if only in their head. It's a confession, almost like they've given up pretending otherwise. Overall, the chorus captures the helplessness of missing someone, how even the most unrelated things can bring them back to mind, and how, no matter how much they rationalize it, the feeling just won't fade. It's relatable to anyone who's ever been stuck thinking about someone they wish they could forget. Verse 2 digs deeper into the push and pull of trying to move on while secretly holding on to feelings. The opening line, doors will open, doors will close, sets the tone. It's about life moving forward, opportunities coming and going, but the speaker is stuck in emotional limbo. Doors symbolize change and transitions, but the repetition suggests that no matter what happens externally, internally, they're still wrestling with the same unresolved emotions. Then comes the line, in the basement of my dreams, there's somebody I ignore. If verse 1 mentioned an attic, a place for nostalgic, semi hidden things, the basement feels darker, more repressed. Basements are where we show things we don't want to deal with, stuff that's buried deep and maybe even uncomfortable. Calling this person somebody I ignore is telling. It's not that they are forgotten, but that the speaker is actively trying to avoid thinking about them. Yet, by admitting they exist in their dreams, they're confessing that this person still lingers in their subconscious, no matter how hard they try to pretend otherwise. The next lines, yeah, I'm a fool, don't be surprised, I don't ever think about you at all, are dripping with irony. Calling themselves a fool hints at self awareness. They know they're lying to themselves. The claim, I don't ever think about you at all, is so exaggerated that it's clearly untrue, almost like they're mocking their own denial. It's the kind of thing you say when you're trying too hard to convince yourself and maybe the other person that you're over them. But the verse ends with a vulnerable shift. But right now, I just need you to know. This is the emotional crack in the facade. After all the pretending, there is a moment of raw honesty, a need to confess, even if it's just this once. It's like they're saying, fine, you're still on my mind, and I can't keep acting like you're not. This line makes the whole verse feel like a build-up to a quiet, desperate admission. Overall, verse 2 captures the exhausting cycle of denial and longing. The speaker swings between brushing off their feelings and desperately wanting the other person to know they still matter. It's a messy human contradiction, one that anyone who's tried and failed to get over someone will instantly recognize. The bridge takes us right into the heart of the song's emotional conflict, where past and present collide. The opening line, you showed up graceful and casually, paints a picture of this person reappearing in the speaker's life as if no time has passed, as if their history together doesn't weigh heavily. The word graceful suggests ease, almost like their presence is natural, while casually implies they're acting like nothing's changed, which makes the speaker's inner turmoil even more intense. It's that frustrating feeling when someone who once meant everything walks back in like it's no big deal while you're still emotionally tangled. Then comes the repeated line, our love was what it had to be. This phrase is loaded with resignation. It's not what I wanted or what we fought for, but what it had to be, like the relationship was bound by fate or circumstances beyond their control. There's a sense of surrender here, as if the speaker is trying to convince themselves that things ended for a reason, even if it still hurts. The repetition drives home that this is something they've told themselves over and over, maybe to make peace with it or to avoid digging deeper into what went wrong. The third line, you showed up like you're still attached to me, adds another layer of complexity. Now, it's not just about the other person appearing casually, but acting like there's still a connection, like the bond between them never fully broke. The word attached is interesting. It's not the same as in love. It's stickier, messier, like an unresolved thread neither of them has cut. This makes the speaker struggle even harder because if the other person is acting this way, it's no wonder they're still on my mind. Finally, the bridge circles back to our love was what it had to be, closing the loop with the same bittersweet acceptance. It's as if the speaker is trying to wrap their head around the idea that their love wasn't meant to last, even though the feelings haven't faded. The bridge captures that push and pull between wanting to move on and being pulled back into old emotions when faced with a person who still haunts them. It's a moment of clarity, but not necessarily relief. Just the painful acknowledgement that some connections linger no matter how much you tell yourself they are over.